Welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the artist, the singer, John Michael Howell, and we're going to talk about if he's in a downfall or is he barely going to blow up. That did not even make sense. So yeah, this whole point of this video, we're not going to be talking trash about John Michael Howell. To be honest, he's one of my favorite artists right now, and he makes great music. Best music ever. I started listening to him like in 2024 when I started dating my girlfriend. She's the one who introduced me to John Michael Howell, even though when I was in high school before I graduated, I used to I heard one song of him. I had him in the Spotify playlist, but I didn't know who was John Michael Howell. The thing is, when I had it in my playlist, like I said, I didn't know who he was because I only had that playlist, and that was a Beast. Princess and the Beast? Something like that? I don't remember. But I had that song in my Spotify playlist, but I didn't know who was John Michael Howell. When I was in high school, I wouldn't just search up the artist. I would just, if I liked the song, I would just add it to my playlist, and that's it. I wouldn't even go to the artist. I wouldn't. I was that kind of person. Not anymore. Now, if I like a song, I'll just go to the artist and see how many more songs does it have, and if it has good songs, I'll just add it to my playlist. When I graduated, and then months later, when I met my girlfriend, she introduced me to John Michael Howell. I was like, oh. So he put some songs in her car and everything, so I was vibing until she put that song that I have on my playlist. I was like, we were talking in the car, right? And I started remembering that song. I was like, I told my girlfriend, that song I have in my playlist. Like, oh yeah? Who's singing? You don't know who's singing? I'm like, no. Then she showed me the playlist. Well, not the playlist, the artist, John Michael Howell. And she started playing his different music in 2024. I was like, whoa. I like his music. I didn't go back to the artist and listen to the rest of the songs. If it wasn't for my girlfriend, I wouldn't have even known John Michael Howell. The point of this video, like I said in the start of this video, is he in a downfall or she's barely going up? In my opinion, I don't know. If you see this video, you can comment, you can make your debates. For me, he's not. He's like, I'm not gonna talk trash about him. I'm not. For all the Michael Howell fans, John Michael Howell fans, I'm not gonna talk trash. Bear with me. I'm just gonna say my opinion. But just because of my opinion doesn't mean he's a bad artist, all right? So what I think about John Michael Howell, he's great at what he does. Like I said, when I started hearing his music, I was blown away. John Michael Howell, he's great. But there was a moment when I thought that, okay, he might be going to a downfall. Not because his music sucks. Because to be honest, when 2026 happened, popped up, I started feeling that his music was not the same anymore. Like I said, it's still great, but I didn't feel the same vibe from 2025 and under. I didn't, but they're still great. Because the last song I remember that he did in 2024, I have it right here on my computer, The Missing Piece. Great song. For Missing Piece and down, they were perfect. They were peak. Right? And of course, the John Michael super fans, they would say oh, what are you talking about, Jonathan? They're great. All 2026 songs, they're great. What are you talking about? Of course. You say that because you're a super fan. I don't consider myself a super fan. I'm not a super fan of, I like some of Bruno Mars songs, but I'm not a super fan. Evan Kraft. I used to be a super fan, but not that crazy. Redimidos. I don't know if you guys know that guy. They're Christian artists. At the Jonas Brothers, I like their songs. I'm not that crazy of a fan. I went to one of their concerts, but I'm not that crazy fan. For John Michael Howell, it's not a difference. I do like his music, but I'm not a super crazy fan. I'm not a crazy fan that will die for him. No. I'm not that kind of fan. I just like his music, his content, everything. And now now that we're talking about his content, it changed a lot. And when I talked to my girlfriend, I don't know if he aged because of his age, that he's grown up and everything, or it's just he likes to do something different. Maybe that's it. I went back to old posts from the old songs, and they have a little bit more views than the new ones. Even though the new videos, YouTube Shorts videos that he does, music and the sound of, They have millions of views, of course. When he started doing that, I was, whoa, that's cool. I like seeing artists like in the process of making music. I like that, to be honest. That's my favorite thing. When it came to the thing that John Michael Howell started doing that constantly, it got me a little bit bored. Just a little bit. Because it was the same thing. It was like making those kind of videos, and then he would just make like a short music video of the new song he popped out, like he just made, and he would just repeat it. And he's still doing that to this day. So it kind of, for me, it kind of got boring. Just a little bit. Just don't get crazy. Don't get crazy super fans. The fact that he started doing it constantly, he got me a little bit bored. Just a little bit. So, and then I started like, after one point, which in 2026, like the last song that it came out, it was Queen and the Poet. I was like, all right, it's good, but it's not the same. And just because I'm saying that doesn't mean he sucks. He doesn't. It's a great song, but it's not the same. It doesn't hit me the same. In 2026, he started doing more versions of his songs, instead of doing new ones. Let me tell you, maybe you don't see this, but wait. Because in 2026, like in 2025, I told you, he finished 2025 with Missing Piece. That's a good song. Then he started 2026 with a Disney movie song. When this song came out, I was like, all right, it doesn't feel the same, but it's the start of 2026. All right, I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the next song. For sure, it'll be good, better. He brought 1,000 years. I was like, John Michael Howell is back. Felt it. I felt 1,000 years. I felt it. It was the vibe was back. I was like. And then he brought Carousel. All right, and it's not my favorite, but it's kind of like a 50-50 for me. Like I feel it, but not really. So it's okay for me. That one's okay. He did Bad Guy. And I was like, okay, what's happening? He went for 1,000 years to make a mid song.
What?
And now he's going down. Like, bro, in that moment, I was like, is he going downfall? But I'm not sure. You make your speculations. After Bad Guy, he made a Missing Piece with David Dalmont. Dalmont? Did I say that right? I'm sorry. He literally just made a Missing Piece, another version of Missing Piece with another artist. I was like, okay, what's going on? He has done this before, but the speed up versions. I miss those speed up versions. I do. When he did the Happy song, and then the speed version, I was so happy with the speed version. Even though I like both versions. But now he's getting more famous that he's now making versions of his songs with other artists. That again, another version of 1,000 Years, which is a cinematic version. It does have another artist. Well, it does have another artist, JVK, ZVZ. That's a good one. If you're gonna make a version, since he made this version, it's good. Because he made a version of a song that I like. It's not the fact that he made a version with other people. If you're gonna make another version, make a song that everyone likes. Maybe everyone likes it, but not, let's say for Disney movie, another version of Disney movie, I would be like,
Get that cone out of my face!
okay, no. I don't like the song. I like, stop it. Please don't make it. After that, the last song that he wrote was A Queen and a Poet. That's the song I told you it was not, I didn't feel it. I just didn't feel it. It doesn't sound the same like this one, this one, this one, and this one. Those songs, for me, they're like my favorite songs of John Michael Howell. They don't sound the same. They don't. And there's more good songs, like when he had his long hair, that I like from the past. There's no way John Michael Howell, after a certain point, he can be writing the best songs and then slowly but surely making songs that I don't feel, right? Maybe other people, like the crazy fans, do feel these songs because it's John Michael Howell. For me, for a good artist, it's like I have to feel the music. Because there's a lot of artists, let's say like the Jonas Brothers, like I said before, they have songs I don't feel, but I like most of them. Same with John Michael Howell. He has the most of his songs. I feel them. I love them. But some of the songs that like I don't feel them. Like I don't feel they're there. I don't feel like this should be a song. I even didn't know he was a Christian artist. I didn't know at first. His songs don't really talk about Jesus most of the time, but he does have made different Christian songs. I know for sure when he was a kid, he sang in a church. He even made a song in Spanish, just one song. Todo lo haces bien. That's one of my favorite songs. That's a good song right there. Not because it's in Spanish. It's the fact that he went out, he took himself out there and made a Spanish song. It's even sang a really popular Christian song that I like. The first time I heard that song, I was like, that's not John Michael Howell. What the heck? Because I've never heard him sing in Spanish. And that was the only time he sang in Spanish. I'm mad of that. I'm just saying, if he wanted to, he could have just made more Spanish music. And I would like it. Not gonna lie. I still have one song with John Michael in Spanish. So that's all I need. Dance Like I'm in Love. In 2022, of course, I was not a John Michael fan at this point because I didn't know him. But 2 years later, I was introduced to him from my girlfriend, through my girlfriend, literally. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you, babe. When I started listening to the old songs, Dance Like I'm in Love.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Oh my God, bro, that song blew me up.
What do you mean by that?
Never Cry Again. Dude, you were making the masterpieces, like really good masterpieces. Mistakes were made. Oh my God. Hypothetically, dang. Burn, burn, burn. A Pluto's a planet. A Pluto. Dear Peter Pan, that comes from a Wonderland. Oh my. When I started dating my girlfriend, she literally was, I don't think she was mad at me anymore because she's a fan of John Michael Howell. She's a crazy John Michael Howell fan, for sure. But when I started dating, I didn't have a car. She would always pick me up when he had like dates. When she literally introduced me to John Michael Howell, I was just so obsessed with him because of his old music. Obsession doesn't mean I'm a crazy fan, okay? That's different. We'll just like connect. The first time I asked her, can I connect my phone to your car? And she was like, yeah, sure, why not? And that happened constantly. Every time she picked me up, I had to connect my phone. I would just connect my phone to her car so I can just put John Michael Howell music. And I don't know if she got mad at me at some point. I'm not sure. Maybe she did because it was just my phone all the time. But I would just blast John Michael Howell music. And then one day she told me that just listen to John Michael Howell. When she introduced me to John Michael Howell, I wouldn't listen to other artists. It was just John Michael Howell. And I didn't know my girl will not only listen to John Michael Howell, she would always listen to other artists except for John Michael Howell. I was like, all right, I'm sorry. I'll do the same thing then. I changed a little bit for her, just to listen to different songs. And by 2023, I think he started doing better constantly. Clown, oh my gosh, Shoot Me Down. I've heard every single John Michael Howell song. I have. I can clearly say I've heard all the songs. Do I remember all the lyrics? No, but I've heard them. Enough said. I have a really crazy story about the song 24. And it's kind of funny though. Because I remember I used to see all this YouTube shorts and everything. He made the 24 song. Like he's feeling 24. I found my girlfriend's comment from 2023 saying I can't wait to be 24. I met my girl when she was 24. We already had months of dating. Right? Sometimes she will just say I don't like being 24. I'm too old. I've never seen that video, right? With that comment. Never. Not yet. Until the day came and I saw the comment maybe weeks later or months later. I don't know. And I saw my girlfriend's comment saying, I can't wait to be 24. I guess she was 23 by that point, or 22. I'm not sure. Reading this comment, I just re-comment back. I didn't care. That's not true. You're always you're saying you're always old. I just commented to that day to the next day. From that day, I saw the comment. I talked to her about that, and she was like, "Shut up." I'm like, "You're 24." It's like you're when she turned 20, she was 24, and they were like, "You're 24. You say you can't wait to be 24." So you literally lied to yourself, right? For me, like, for sure, I couldn't wait to be 24. I couldn't. Like, right now, I'm not even 24. I'm not even in my mid-20s yet. No. I'm 21. In 3 years? Oh my God. If I'm never going to say that. Like, I can't wait to be 24. I'm not going to say that. Because I know for sure when I get to 24, I'll be like, I wish I was 21 again, you know? Or maybe younger. So I'm not going to say that. All his career has been filled with really good songs. Now, I'm not disappointed. He has wrote really good songs. Really good ones. I think I told my girlfriend he was more creative. And this will be the last thing I will say. I know for sure he is creative. He is. Because he has showed us through years that he is creative by making these songs. But for me, like, I talked to this with my girl, and I think she kind of took it as a hard, like, it kind of hurt her just a little bit. I'm not sure. But we're good. We're good. I told her, like, I think John Michael Howell will, and this might hurt some crazy fans. This is not talking trash, okay? I'm not talking trash. I'm just pointing out something that it could be true. I think John Michael Howell lost his creativity. Why? Just for the clear reason that when he started, it was all him.
What do you mean by that?
He didn't inspire, maybe he did inspire himself from artists and everything, but they were all his ideas. He was more creative because he was the one, that was his style. He would always play songs on his style. And that's John Michael Howell. That's John Michael Howell. Making your own style. And now, since he started, like, from the point that he started making a song in his style of, I think that's what brought him down. Because it's not his style anymore. Yes, he's the one who's making the music. He's the one who's making the vocals. He's the one who's doing like, whatever. He's making all the music. But the style is not his. The essence that was John Michael's music, his career, was his style all this time. I feel like he lost that essence. It's not his style anymore. Those kind of videos making a song in a style of other artists is like, bro, that kind of brought me down. Because they're not his styles anymore. One of his most recent videos of that is that he made a song in a style of his song, himself, what I mean. And I talked to my girls like that. If you think about it, he doesn't really have a style anymore because he has been using the style of other artists. So John, if you really seen this video, I don't think you are, but if you ever come up to this video, just realize something. Like, I love you, I respect you, I love your music. But I think you should bring a little bit more of that essence back. Just bring your essence back. Bring it back, please. Just make your own style. I miss those times you used to make videos of your mom and your dad asking them, can you give me a random word? 3 random words. I love those videos too. And then from there you will make a song and they were great because that was your style. But now you're making music of other people's style. And I'm not saying it's wrong. Like, it's not bad. But please, I'm sure you're still creative. But if you want to be more creative, please come back to your old times. Because there's still people out there like me that like your old content. So for sure, maybe those videos didn't have that much support. But those were your real fans. Because the fact that you're making other artists' styles, they're kind of following you because you're making the style of other artists, not because it's your style. And me, that I came from at least the last years of you being more creative, that means I'm a real supporter because I knew it was your style. I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe, like, subscribe, leave a comment.